people on Zoom. So we're gonna go ahead and loosen up our shoulders. We'll do our shoulders off. So have everybody here. Next Monday is 4th of July, correct?
Yep.
And so we will not be open. So, yeah. Oh, very good, good.
Oh, man.
I know Corrales will be having a 4th of July parade, so we'll be in the
With the llamas or with the car?
and change the other way with Dave's half track.
Dave's trucks.
Yes. So if anybody wants to be in the parade, you can ride in the half track with us.
And that's in the afternoon?
It's in the morning.
Morning, good.
Yeah.
Is that that military
What are
thing?
you doing?
Let's go ahead and do one arm. So there's a 4th of July parade in Corrales, and my husband has military vehicles. And so his half track, which is like a big tank, will be in it.
So who's gonna be in it?
Whoever
Animals
wants to.
dressed in.
Whoever wants to. There's cars, there's all kinds of
So it's just
neighbors.
open to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's really a cute parade.
Yeah.
Model T's and the
And
Model
change the other way, a
A's.
lot of Model Ts and Model
Yeah.
A's, yes.
They turn out big time.
Yeah.
We've been there with our fire truck from the shrine.
Oh,
Which is
yeah.
nice. Let's go ahead and
Yeah,
switch
they-
sides.
You
And
think
we'll
they'll
do
probably,
big circles, and I have somebody coming
they'll
in.
do fireworks, I think, at the balloon fiesta.
I
I
don't
don't think
know.
we
We'll
will.
see, I know, in the clouds. Big
But we have in
circles.
the past.
You know,
Let's
it's.
go ahead and
the ground is
stop and
wet.
change direction.
It's 1927.
Wow. And my hometown's big on all that too.
Kind of feels like that too.
And go ahead and rest those hands. Let's go ahead and loosen up the neck just a bit. We're gonna keep our body facing forward and look over one shoulder and bring the head back and look over the other shoulder. And so we're trying not to move the shoulders or the body, just the head, twisting side to side. This change in temperature, this cooler weather can cause the body to become a little stiff.
Yeah, if that was the only thing, that'd be great.
Yeah, if that were the only thing, it's the ice pick stabbing pain in the joints.
And bring your head back forward. Let's look up and extend that chin up towards the ceiling. Feel it, the whole chest open up. And look down, bring that chin towards the chest. Feel the back of the neck open up. And continue to look up and down, loosening up the neck just a bit more. We'll do one more time up and one more time down.
The weeds are really, and the trees, they're like doubling in size.
And come up. I know, the weeds, yeah.
I've been cutting branches of everything off. It's crazy.
Go ahead and tilt your ear towards your shoulder. Don't let the shoulder rise up. Keep the shoulder neutral and bring that ear towards the shoulder. And just get down as far as you can. We don't want to press too hard. We don't want too much tension. And then visualize that you have maybe a helium balloon tied to the other ear and lift that ear up just a bit. And you'll feel a little bit of opening inside the neck space. And then that area that you're opening up, take that same hand and reach it down. And feel the neck open up just a bit more. Go ahead and bring your head up. Let's do the other side. So lean that ear towards the shoulder and then lift up on that ear and then take your hand, point it down. And come back to neutral. Nice. So this is opening up the vagus nerve, and the vagus nerve brings us into parasympathetic, helps our body relax. Let's go ahead and bring those shoulders up now. Try to touch the ears and drop them down. Bring them up and drop them down. We'll do one more time. Squeeze as tight as you can and drop down. Nice. Let's go ahead and work on our spine a bit. I'm gonna put my hands back on my knees. We'll do our cat-cow. Go ahead and pull your body forward, looking up, and push the body back, curling, looking down. And we'll just move nice and slow. Try to feel the back moving, almost as if it were a snake, right? Just really articulating each little vertebrae. Let's do a couple more times, forwards and backwards. And we're gonna end up back in the middle. And go ahead and bring that spine nice and straight. Let's go ahead and do our egg beaters. Lift that rib cage up, shift that rib cage into circle. So the rib cage is what's initiating this energy, all right? Not the shoulders. So you're moving that spine. You're starting to loosen up the hips just a bit too. And find a place to stop and change direction. This is a great move to keep you flexible to the side, so like leaning over to the side. This will help with that spine being able to move both laterally, both directions laterally. And come back in the center, nice. All right, let's go ahead and raise one arm up. Other hand's gonna keep you nice and safe by holding onto the chair. We're gonna lean over and push that other hip down into the chair. Lean just a bit more. And let's switch sides. I'm gonna lean over as far as we can. And bring yourself back up. Lean over. Now that hand that's raised up, turn the palm towards the ceiling and push up towards the ceiling. Push your feet into the ground. So feet are pushing down, hand is pushing up. And let's switch and do the other side. Go ahead and lean over, turn that palm up, push your feet down into the earth.
They have cricket in here.
I was gonna say, I did not
If
bring the cricket, only a cricket.
Okay, myself.
you what?
Light.
It's off. It's this light that's on.
Oh.
So you can,
Come and look up at me.
yeah, you can turn it off or you can adjust it by moving the slider down. There we go.
Light in here.
Can you guys see me?
Feeling
Okay.
anything.
Go ahead and swing those feet. Let's get our knees warmed up. You might hear some popping. Let's do some circles. This is going to push out any trapped air, allowing fluid to move in so that your joints will be a little more cushioned. And go ahead and switch direction.
How does air fit in there?
Trapped air,
Yeah, how does air get in there? I mean, if you've got a sealed system here.
you know, I don't know if it's dryness. And go ahead and point the ankles, on the toes as we loosen up the ankles. I'll have to check that out. I know there's like, it gets stiff because it becomes dry, but you hear that. So I don't know, maybe air isn't
Not enough
right. Maybe it's like
fluid,
the
Fluid,
Yeah.
some fluid in
Not
there.
enough.
fluid you want, but it's the popping that maybe the fluid has oxygen, maybe it releases it. It's a good question.
I can answer that if you'd like, or wait till later. What happens is calcium, when we keep our joints immobile, the body thinks you need to stay in that place, and so the body brings more calcium to that area, and that's what the stiffness is from. So when you loosen it up, it opens it up. I learned that in massage school.
Thank you, Chris. We appreciate that. All right. So, all right, I think we're feeling pretty warmed up now. Let's go ahead and extend those arms out. We're gonna do some circles, get our body moving. And I've got some little circles. I'm moving pretty fast. Let's go ahead and visualize that we've got some heavy weights, right? So grab those weights. In your mind's eye, visualize that you've got some maybe 10 pounders in each hand, right? Really changes the muscle tension as you hold those heavy weights. Bless you. And let's move to medium-sized circles. Still holding on to those heavy weights. Body has to be nice and strong. Energy is extending out. And let's move into large circles. So you need another blanket. There's one behind you. If you need to. And let's go ahead and set those weights down. Open those hands out. Extend that energy through the middle finger out. Change direction with those big circles. Extend that energy out. Feel it moving from your heart all the way out as you move into large circles. You might feel your deltoids starting to fatigue just a bit. Move into medium-sized circles. Warming up those arms. And back to small circles. We'll speed that up just a bit. And go ahead and rest those arms. Woo, good job. We don't even have our weights yet, right? But that's good. Let's go ahead and move our legs and our arms together. So we're gonna hang on to our trays, push them up towards the ceiling. As we do, we're gonna alternate our legs. And let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're gonna imagine, remember, like you've seen mimes and they have their hands here, imagining that there's something flat like a wall. We're gonna push that wall out. As we do, we're gonna lift one leg up. As we bring it back, we lift that other leg. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back to the center. Now I'm gonna shoot those arms up, and almost as if I'm going straight up into the sky. As I do, my legs are gonna spread out. So I'm doing like this star. Everything's pulled in, everything's out. And let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull it back in. Nice. Go ahead and rest those hands down. We introduced this move last week where we put our legs apart and then we crisscrossed them. And then we crisscross them the other way. So we're going to engage our legs just a bit. If you want to, you can keep your hands here to keep your body upright, or you can open up those hands as you do this. Or if you want to, you can crisscross your hands. Yes, you can crisscross your hands in front of you. And we'll do this for 10. So let's go ahead, open up, and we'll do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Woo, good job. Nice work. All right, let's go ahead and sit on the edge of our chair.
Oh, we're there.
Because you're all excited with anticipation. I like to sit on the edge just because it gives me a little more mobility, and also so I don't accidentally hit my elbow on the back of the chair there. I'm going to reach up towards the ceiling, and I'm going to visualize that there's that rope, right? I'm going to pull that rope down to my hip, and I'm going to switch, grab that other side, pull it down. We're going to do this for 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, halfway there, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. So we're going to do that same move again, only this time let's push up. And as we push up, we're going to push our leg out, and then everything's going to pull in. We push up, pull everything in. This time we'll do it for 10. 1, pull it in. 2, pull it in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, pull it in. Nice, good. Let's go ahead and reach across our body. Reach across our body, and we'll do this for 10. 1, pull it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. We've been warming our bodies up, so I think it's okay for us to twist all the way around. I usually like to save the twisting till we get nice and warm. I'm going to have you reach all the way back, tap your chair, come back, tap your chair, come back. If you don't have a back of your chair that you can reach, just reach back as far as you can, but really emphasize that twist. We'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Let's go ahead and place our hands on our knees. We're going to lift those hands up so they match our ears, and then push them back a little bit further. As you do, I'm going to have you push your chest out just a bit. I'm going to drop these hands into goddess hands, and then visualize that you have a big balloon in front of you, and you're going to squish that balloon. Visualize your hands are wrapped in rubber bands. You're going to pull apart, back up towards the ceiling and down. We'll do that for 8. 1, squish, pull apart, all the way back down. 2, squish. 3, 4. You got it now. 5. 6. 7. 8. Last one. Squish, pull apart, push up and down. Nice. Let's go ahead and lift those arms up, and my palms are facing down. And so my arms are parallel with the ground. We're going to do a nice pull back, trying to touch our shoulder blades together and then pushing those arms back out. We'll do this for 10. 1, push it out. 2, 3, 4, really squish. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's hold it just for a moment. Try to squish those shoulder blades a little tighter together. Push it back out and down. Woo, good job. Nice. And we don't have our weights yet.
That's practice.
You take a week off, right? That's all it takes. Yeah. I know. Yeah, we've got 2 people here that were gone for a few days, and yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and bring those arms back up. We're going to pull them back. This time we're going to push one out, and then we're going to alternate. And we'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push them both out. Let's go out far. We're going to clap and clap. Just a little coordination here. There you go.
As long as you're doing it what you want.
Just one more. And down. Ooh, nice. All right. Let's go ahead and grab our weights. I didn't put the fan on because it was cooler today, but are you guys, do you need some air back there? All right. I've got our weights. If you're at home, if you don't have weights, you don't have to use weights. You can do it just with just your hands, or you can use water bottles or canned foods. I'm going to start with our bicep curls, palms facing me. Go ahead and rest those hands on your knees. We're going to curl up for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're being serenaded by a cricket. 6,
I want to peek under the
7,
table. I bet they're under there.
8, 9, 10, and rest. Let's do our wrists today. So go ahead and rest your forearms on your legs. I'm going to let those weights roll down as far as you're able without dropping them, and then curl them back up. And do maybe 5, maybe 8, depending on how you feel today. Nice and slow. These are really tiny muscles in the wrists and the forearms, and so they might become fatigued. This is going to help with your grip, It'll help with your dexterity of your hands and your fingers. And go ahead and bring yourself back up to that upright position. Palms facing out, resting on the knees. We're going to add a little variation to our bicep curl. We're going to curl up, open those doors, and then close the doors and come back to the beginning. We'll do this for 8. 1, open the doors. 2, keep your elbows nice and high as you close those doors. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. You can hold it for a moment, bring it back in and down. Nice. Let's work on our wrist again. Go ahead and rest your forearms on your thighs. One palm is facing up. I'm going to turn the other palm down. And we're just going to rotate, switching the other direction, and just rotate back and forth. So this is working the wrist, but also the forearm. Nice and slow, just twisting back and forth. And let's go ahead and bring ourselves back up to that seated position. And check in, make sure your spine is nice and straight. Lift that rib cage up, hands are resting on the knees. Add one more variation here. So we're going to curl up, open the door. From here, we're just going to turn so our palms face up. You're going to feel your biceps become engaged as you do that twist. Bring it back to facing me, close the door and down. So just a little twist, but you'll notice your muscles flex. Let's do this for 6. 1, open the door, turn them up, and then back down. 2, 3, 4. They seem so simple, right? These little shifts, but it really changes the muscles that you're using. 5, 1, nice and strong here. Open that door, turn those arms up, feel those biceps engage. Twist back and close the door. Nice, good job. Let's go ahead and bring those weights up to our shoulders. My feet are flat on the ground. My abdomen is tucked in. My tailbone is nice and tight. My spine is straight. I'm going to push one arm up. As it comes down, the other arm is going to switch in place. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and take a rest. Check in with your shoulders. If you were lifting up, if you felt your shoulders starting to creep up closer to your ears, let's relax that area. So I don't know, I wanted to share. So I have this bracelet on and I should have written down, it has a special stone in it. I just went to the herb shop in Old Town. This is a stone that helps deflect EMFs. So the radio waves that are emitted from telephones, the internet, all of that is really hard on the body. And so this stone is supposed to help. I don't know if it deflects it or neutralizes it. So
It's kind of like kryptonite.
kryptonite. All right, let's bring those weights back up. Okay, so this time as I push up, I'm going to raise that opposite knee. So you can adjust your body however you need to. Maybe you want to sit back so the chair carries you as you lift that knee. Or if you want to engage your abs, you can come to the edge here. And so as my right hand comes up, my left leg raises, or I can do the opposite. So let's bring those weights to the shoulders. Let's push up for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and take a rest. Nice. Okay, our next one's gonna be 6, and we're going to change and have the same leg as that same hand comes up. So my right and right go up, left and left go up, all right? Let's do this one for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest. Go ahead and set those weights on your knees, palms down. Deep breath in. Check in with your body. Notice if there's any tightness in any spaces. Go ahead and breathe into those areas. And check to make sure that you're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to lift those weights straight up in front of us and lower them back down. And let's lift up for a count of 10. 1, 2,
Sorry.
3,
I always
4.
soften it.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Good job. It was talking to us.
Does anybody mind?
No.
It probably smells nice and fresh too.
Yeah. The shore, you're gonna get a little chilly over there.
I'm turning my phone off.
All right.
She's cold already.
So this time we're gonna lift up, we're gonna pull back like we did before, trying to touch our shoulders, blades together, pushing out and down. And we're gonna do this for a count of 8. So your palms are facing down, check in with your body, make sure your spine is nice and straight. Let's lift up and pull back for 8. 1, and all the way back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and rest. Good job. Nice. I don't know if you guys recognize how much stronger you have gotten. Our exercises have become a lot more intense, a lot more challenging. You guys are hanging in there. You're doing great. All right. So our next move, we're going to lift up, but this time we're going to bypass being parallel. We're going to lift all the way up above our head, going down into our goal post, pushing back up and back down to the start. We'll do this for 6. If your shoulder is bothering you, you can just bring it back into the goal post from this position. If it hurts too much, you go up over the head. And let's do this for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and rest. Nice. All right. Check in again with those shoulders. This little muscle right here, the trapezoid, sometimes likes to creep up. Go ahead and feel it relaxing just a bit. We're going to work on these back muscles. We've been working a lot on this bicep. Let's balance out the arm by working on these back muscles. I'm going to turn to the side so that my friends on Zoom can see this better. We've done this move before. We're going to lean forward, and this hand, the other hand's just going to rest either on my leg. I can rest on my arm. And I'm just going to push this arm straight back and bring it back down. And let's push back for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. Now let's do a row. We're going to pull it up, and let's keep our arms nice and close to our body and push it back down. And let's do this for 10. 1, push it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push it down. Now we're going to add them together. We're going to pull it up just like we did, and then let's push it back like we did in the first move. Bring it back to that tight position, push it down. We'll do this for 10. 1, push it back, push it down. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push it down. Nice. All right, let's switch sides. I'm going to turn. All right, so our first move was to push it straight back. We'll do that for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys look good. Let's go ahead and pull it up, push it down. We'll do that for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do a combo now. We're going to pull it up, push it back, bring it back to that tight position, push it down. We'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push it down. Nice. Go ahead and sit up and catch your breath here. I know sometimes when you're leaning forward, it's hard to breathe. So go ahead and open up that chest. We're going to lean back forward. We're going to do some more of that rowing. But this time we're going to put one hand down, the other hand's going to go up, and we're just going to alternate. And this is just that push-pull in this position, leaning forward. So go ahead and drop one hand, the other hand's nice and close. And we'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop both hands. Turn those palms so they're facing backwards. And now we're going to actually pull up, push down. And we'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go ahead and rest those weights down. Sit up and take a deep breath in. We're going to bend back down and do another move, but I wanted you to catch your breath. Go ahead and roll those shoulders out. All right, let's go back down. Grab those weights. This time we're going to combine that exercise. So we're going to pull up, we're going to push them out, bring them back in, push them down. This time we'll do this for 8. 1, open up, down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one more, 2 more, 7, 8. Push it down and bring your body back upright. Nice, good job. All right. Let's give our arms a break. Good job, like the way you rolled that out. Yeah. If you feel any tightness, go ahead and roll it out. Let's work our core. And so I'm going to hold these weights close to my body. My feet are a little far apart. They're about even with the legs of the chair. But I've got a little bit of space in the middle here. I'm going to lean forward and I'm going to push myself back up. And I'm going to push by using my legs. And let's do this for a count of 10. 1, push up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back up. Nice. I've got a beetle walking across here. Let's go ahead and drop those weights down. Same move, only now I'm going to drop those weights down, tap the ground. When I push myself up, and I'm actually using my feet, I'm going to push myself all the way up, tap my shoulders, and back all the way down. And so you can start in this downward position, and let's do this for 10. 1, tap those shoulders. 2, 3, 4, push up. 5, tap the shoulders, push up towards the ceiling. 6, 7, 8, almost there. 9, 10, all the way back down, tap, and bring your body upright. Nice, good job. Go ahead and roll out those shoulders. Whew. Deep breath in. Oh, you guys are doing good. Nice. Let's go ahead and set one weight down. We're going to go ahead and hold this weight in our hand. Let's compress it. We're going to engage our chest here and our biceps and our triceps. Everything's engaged in the arms and the shoulders. Across the chest as we try to squish this weight. Squish a little harder. Take your fingers, point them towards me, still squishing. You feel those muscles raise up in your chest. Push those arms out towards me, still squishing. Now you feel underneath the arms, this little muscle right here becomes engaged. Pull it back in, fingers pointed up. We're going to lift up towards the ceiling. Make sure you have a nice grip of your weight. You don't want it dropping on top of you. But let's push up as we squish. Now you should feel your abdomen become engaged. You should feel your abs nice and tight as you're squishing. And pull it back down. Squish as hard as you can. And release. Go ahead and shake those wrists out. Let's do the same thing with our legs. I'm going to squish. And I'm going to keep my hands here. You don't have to. You can squish, but that hurts my bony knees. And so I'm going to keep my hands here as I squish. I feel the whole inside of my thighs become engaged. Tuck up that pelvic floor. Tuck up your glutes. Pull everything into the center of your body as you're squishing this weight. You should feel everything like pulling in to your core. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit because I'm going to lift my feet up off the ground. Now everything has to become nice and taut and tight to hold my body up. Still squishing as much as you can. Feel those thighs engaged. Let's go ahead and take a break. Take a breath. We're going to do that one more time. We'll give those muscles a chance to relax. And let's do that again. So let's squish as tight as you can.
It's the cricket's cousin.
I know he's coming at you. That was the beetle coming at me. Go ahead and squish as tight as you can. Okay, feel the pelvic floor. Feel your glutes, your abs, everything pull into your core. Lift those feet up. Squish, squish, squish. Bless you. You should feel your thighs engaged as you lift your feet up. And the inside of your thighs as you squish that weight. And go ahead and take a break. Woo, nice. I felt it in my hip that time too. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and.
Don't kill it.
Oh,
No, you bet.
Oh,
Life in prison.
His friend is over there.
I know.
let's put the weight in front of you. We're gonna look under one arm, drop that weight around us, and bring it back. We'll do this for 5. That was 1.
What's chirping?
And 2 a cricket.
Crickets are under there. It's
3,
nighttime under there.
4,
He's getting more insistent.
5. He wants to come out. Don't come out. There's a murderer out here. That's gonna be the one. 1, 2.
I should have brought my 30-06.
Good luck. Little big hole up there.
4, 5. One last time, all the way around. Nice. All right, let's set this weight down. All right. Although we engaged our legs, squishing that, they've still been sitting still for quite a while. Let's go ahead and wake them up by marching in place. And just lift those feet up, and as soon as they touch the ground, they lift back up again. And let's lift those knees a little higher. I have my hands on my hips, but if you want to push against the chair to get your body upright, you can do that. Sometimes I have a tendency to slouch, and this helps me sit up a little taller. Let's move those arms now, and let's move those legs a little faster. Gonna get that circulation moving just a little bit more. Bring those knees up higher. My abs are engaged, so I lift those legs up. And go ahead and come to a rest. Nice, good job. All right, I'm gonna put my hands onto my shoulder blades. I'm gonna bring a knee up to my opposite elbow. I'm gonna tap it and bring it back down, alternate sides. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open those arms up. Let's go out to our feet. So we're going to kick out and tap our toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring those hands back to the shoulders. Actually, let's bring them into goal pose. Sorry. We're going to do our mountain climbers. And so I'm going to lift one knee up. I opened it up. I'm going to tap my elbow and back down. Let's do 10 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And rest those arms. Whew, nice, good job. All right. So earlier in class, I had you visualize that you had a wall and you were pushing it with their hands. I'm going to do that same thing with our feet. So visualize that there's a heavy wall in front of you, and you're going to put your foot up and flex it as back far as you can, as if there were a wall, because you're going to push against that wall so that your leg goes straight out. Bring it back up and down. So we lift it up, push, bring it back up and down. You can lean back against the chair if this feels good for you. You can hang onto the chair. I put my elbows to lock my body so that I stay nice and upright. Let's push for 10. 1, bring it back. 2, 3. I'm doing one side, then I'm going to switch. Sorry. 3. 4. I didn't clarify that. 5, 6. I was trying to fatigue one side. 7, 8.
It's harder when you do 10 and
9.
one side.
10. All right, let's switch the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring it back. Nice. I'm going to ask you to lean back against the chair. This is going to be much easier, but I've got a nice little angle. You can't tell because I've got this blanket here, but my rump, my glutes are at the edge of the chair, and I'm leaning back, so I've got a nice angle. I'm going to hang on to the chair. Oh, there's another beetle. This time, both legs are going to come out. I'm going to flex my feet as much as I can, push through my heels straight out, bring it back and down. Let's do this for 8. 1, push out and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring it back and rest. Whew, nice. That was tough. Good job, guys. I actually felt that up inside the joints more than the thighs. Yeah, my joints right there. All right, let's go ahead and continue to work on these thighs. We're going to visualize we've got that big lazy dog laying next to us, right? We're going to step over that dog and bring our foot back. And then we've got another dog on this side that we're going to step over and bring it back. And we'll do this for 10. 1, tap other side. 2, 3, 4, don't kick your dog. 5,
God's gonna squish the door.
6,
It's just self-defense.
Wow.
7, 8,
You have any dogs at home?
Stand your ground.
9,
Do you have dogs at home?
What?
Do you have
10.
dogs at home?
Don't.
and back. Nice. Used to have dogs, not now. Yeah.
No, okay.
All right, so now we're gonna go both dogs at the same time, bringing it back, and we'll do this for 8. So this helps to hang onto the chair because it helps balance you. So we're gonna bounce both feet out, both feet back. And depending on the size of your dogs, if you have a dachshund or a chihuahua,
I have a big collie.
a big collie, there you go.
This long, this high.
There you go, so you gotta get over that
Good
collie.
luck.
Let's do this for 8. 1, bring it back. 2, 3, 4,
And he likes to be the center of
Right.
attention.
7, 8, 9, 10, bring it back. All right, let's go ahead and shake those legs out just a bit. Woo. All right, we've been using the legs just a bit. Let's stretch them out by doing our figure 4. Go ahead and place your ankle onto your knee. This is always a great stretch to do every day. And as you can see, I'm not very flexible, so my knee is pretty high. Your knee might be a little straighter. But take a deep breath in. Lift that rib cage up as you lean forward. Don't let the back round. You don't want your back to round. That means you're stretching your back. And this move is to stretch the hip. So move at the hip. So take your hips as you bring your belly forward. Breathe into any tightness. Let's try to lower just a bit more. And bring your body upright. Go ahead and cross that leg. Let's do another spinal twist. Go ahead and grab the back of your chair, look behind you. And then come back forward. I like to grab the chair. It helps me twist just a little bit more. Let's twist the other direction. And come back forward. Go ahead and uncross those legs. Let's do the other side. And your legs may not be even. Maybe one leg's more flexible than the other. It's pretty normal. Go ahead and lift that rib cage up as you lean forward. Remember not to let the back curl. If you can't lean forward without your back curling, that's okay. Just look down. It'll still be a nice opening for the hips. And settle in just a bit deeper. Breathe into that tightness. Bring your body up. Let's go ahead and cross. We'll do a spinal twist with our legs crossed in this direction. Go ahead and look behind you. And come back forward. Let's look the other way. And come back forward. Nice. Go ahead and uncross those legs. I'm going to have you go ahead and slowly bring your hands down to your feet. My feet are together. I'm going to let my body rest on my legs. Go ahead and soften the shoulders. Let the head drop. And we're going to do that move that we've done in Qigong. This is when you cross your hands. Visualize you've got this long t-shirt on, right? And I've got the edge of that t-shirt. I'm going to lift my body up, pulling this t-shirt up and off me. So go ahead and lift up, uncross those arms, opening up. Keep those hands behind you. I'm going to keep my hands back as I lean forward. As I do, my hands automatically turn so my palms are up. Leaning forward, try to touch those palms together behind you. And go ahead and bring them back down. Let's grab the edge of that t-shirt, hands are crossed. Bring your bodies up, taking that t-shirt off. You can look up, let the head drop back, opening up the chest. Leave your hands in this backward position as you bring your body forward. Palms are facing up now. Try to touch those palms together. And bring them down. Last time, grab the edge of that t-shirt. And let's pull it up and off over our heads. Let your head drop back. Palms are up. And go ahead and bring those hands to your legs. Nice. All right, we're going to do a little bit of figure 8. Usually I have balls, but it's hard since not everybody has balls, the ones on Zoom. But we're going to do a figure 8 in front of us because whenever we cross our midline, we make connections in our brain, right? So we're connecting the left and the right hemisphere. So I'm going to have both hands. Visualize that you've got this ball. And this is actually part of Qigong too, when you have this ball of energy. So we're going to hold on to this ball of energy. You might even feel some warmth in between your palms, but you don't want to drop that ball. And we're going to take it and drop it down to one side, pull it up, and let's drop it down to the other side, pulling it up. So I've got this nice figure 8 that I'm taking this energy ball through. And as I cross from the right to the left, from the left to the right, I'm creating different connections between the right and the left hemisphere of the brain. Visualize you have this ball of energy. You should be able to feel the heat now starting to build up in that ball of energy. And go ahead and make that figure 8 a little bit smaller, just in front of you. You don't have to drop it so far down. I'm just going to go to the right and to the left of this ball of energy. And notice how my left hand is on top, and then my right hand is on top as I move along, almost as if I were a roller coaster, right? And I've got this ball of energy on this roller coaster. I'm going to stop here at the top, and I'm going to change direction. Still running along that roller coaster, that track. Really challenging your coordination just a bit as we switch direction. Now let's bring it back nice and deep like you were before. Way down deep, up, way down deep, bringing it up, making lots of neural pathway within the left and the right hemisphere of the brain. And one last time, I'm going to stop right in the center. Go ahead and hold this ball of energy. You can move your hands around. You guys feel it? You have the option to share this energy with others, or maybe today, if you want to hold that energy inside your body. So you could push it inside of you. You can share it however you want to, whatever you want to do with your energy today. There you go.
We can use it today.
I know some people need it today. Other times you have excess and you can share it, right? So, all right, we've got just a few more minutes. So let's go ahead and work our arms out just a bit because we did work them hard. So go ahead and cross that arm in front of you. Other hand comes up to do a nice stretch. Feel that stretch across the deltoid here. And go ahead and look in the opposite direction. You feel that stretch deepen just a bit as you turn your gaze over the shoulder. And let's switch and do the other side. Arm goes across, other hand comes up to assist. And then let's look in the opposite way. And as you do so, you can engage your eyes, right? So you have those muscles around your eyes. Really extend that gaze as if you could see behind you. Nice. All right. So we did work these back muscles a bit. So let's stretch them out. I'm going to reach up, bend at the elbow. Other hand's going to come and assist. And then go ahead and lean over. And that stretch deepens just a bit all the way down to my hip. And let's switch sides. Arm comes up, bend at the elbow. Other hand comes in to assist that stretching. So you should feel the stretch through here. And then once you feel that stretch, go ahead and lean over. And come back up. We worked our wrist a little bit today, so let's go ahead, interlace those fingers. We'll do little figure 8s here, just to loosen up the wrist. Turn those palms towards me, stretch those fingers out. Go ahead and bring it up over your head, push up towards the ceiling. And let's lean over. Push back up towards the ceiling. Lean in the other direction. Back up towards the ceiling and release. Nice. Let's go ahead and stretch our legs just a bit. I'm gonna extend one leg out, flex that toe towards me, and I'm gonna lean over onto the knee that's bent. Keep this toe nice and upright. That's gonna create a stretch across the back of the thigh and the hamstring there. And come on up, let's do the other side. Extend that foot out, flex that toe. Let's lean over the bent knee. Come on up. And one last stretch. We did stretch, we worked the inside of our legs, so let's stretch them out. I'm gonna open my legs pretty wide, and I'm at a 45-degree angle, so my knee and my toes are in the same direction. Be very careful that your chair doesn't slide back. We're just gonna slowly come down the center. Feel the inside of your thighs open up just a bit. Go ahead and drop down, let the body move weight. Release as you let your head hang. And go ahead and slowly bring your body back